Hey guys, it's Zach coming at you with another video. So if you have been watching my channel for a while, you know that a lot of my videos involved these figures right here. These were Funko and Pokemon Center exclusives called A Day with Pikachu. And each month, what they did is they released a new Pikachu figure, and they were very limited, and I was able to get all but one. So this was the last figure. So they started in last February and they went all the way up to this January of 2020. And as you may have seen when I unboxed this figure, you know where they're going next. And I debated on whether or not I was going to collect them or not, but I figured, hey, I'd get the first one, see how it goes, see if people like it, see if I like them, and see if I want to collect them and try to go through the hustle of making sure I get each one again. So this was our last Pikachu figure, and where they decide to continue it is with Eevee and Friends. So I was able to order this from the Pokemon website. It came up on the 18th, but when I got it, I was very busy with all the other things I was doing. So I wasn't able to unbox it. So once again, we see the Pokemon Center and Funko logos. And we'll talk a little bit about this figure. But before we get to that, I also picked up another Funko figure that I thought I'd bring up. I'm slowly just doing a lot of Funko stuff, even though I don't like collecting them too much. But when I see a Funko I like, I do want to get it. And my one buddy, he's real big on the collection. He's the one I go to the toy conventions to. He sent a link to me about this giant, and you can see the difference, this giant lunchbox exclusive Stitch with ducks. So if you don't know, when I am not collecting Pokemon things, I'm looking for things with Stitch. Stitch is another one of my favorites. But I was able to pick this up. It was a little more expensive, and I didn't realize that it was bigger. And I'm glad it's bigger, because if I would have paid that much for just a regular size Funko, I kind of would have been upset. This isn't my first Stitch Funko, but it is the first Stitch one that I have this size. I don't know if I'm going to unbox it yet. If you want to see me unbox it, let me know in the comments below. Maybe if this video gets 10 likes, I will unbox it in a later video. But first, let's move this over, and we can take Pikachu away until we need to compare him later. And let's take a look at the newest Pokemon figures from Funko in the Pokemon Center. And this is actually called Eevee and Friends. So first it was A Day with Pikachu, and now it's An Afternoon with Eevee and Friends. So I wonder if after Eevee, they're going to do maybe like a night with Mimikyu or something like that. I could actually totally see them doing that. But we have Eevee here. We have two Eevees. So as you can see, they're going to start doing Eevees. And as you can see on the Friends logo, it's all different colors, because as the months progress, we are going to get Eevee with different evolutions. I know that people are excited. I know that people really like Eevee and all of its evolutions. So I thought I would give it an open and see what it's like. So on the back, we don't have any script usually like we would with the Pikachu boxes. We actually just have an ad for the Pokemon Center, and we have some distribution information and all the logos and stuff. So on the bottom is actually where the text is. It says, Eevee awaits their friends. These adorable Eevees are ready to make new friends and explore the world of Pokemon. Catch a touch of Eevee's magic with the Afternoons with Eevee and Friends figures by Funko and Pokemon Center while you can. They won't last long. Heard that before. They won't last long. So it says over here, each month join Eevee. Let's get it to focus. That's not better. Each month join Eevee and its evolutions as they explore the world. I actually had to try really hard not to say evolutions, because that's what I'm so used to referring to them as. So as you can see down here, you can see all the different figures, and they've actually on the Pokemon website, on the press release for this, I might have it as a B-roll shot, but as you can look on the Pokemon Center, it does tell you which figures are coming out which month. So if you only like one of the evolutions, or if you have a definite favorite, you can go through and just wait for that one to come out. This one came out around the 18th of February, and it got to my house pretty quick. So I guess around probably the 18th. I think it's like the second or third week they've been releasing these figures, but we can see that one's Flareon, Sylveon, Leafeon, Jolteon. That looks like Jolteon down there. Maybe Glaceon, Espeon. Oh no, that's Glaceon. So that might be Umbreon. Umbreon, Espeon, Glaceon, and that would leave Vaporeon here. So as you can see, if you want a certain figure, you can definitely figure it out. But let's go over, let's zoom back out, and let's get this thing unboxed so we can take a look at it. So the Pikachus came in kind of like the fold where it says the top and the bottom, and you can see more of the figure. This Eevee is completely surrounded with the plastic, so let's open it up and let's take it down. So unlike the Pikachu figures, there's no ad or tease for the next figures, probably because they've been pretty open with what the next figure is going to be. I believe, actually, I don't know. I don't remember which one the next figure is, but here's the one we have now. Once again, if we look at here, let's get it to focus. 2019 Funko LLC, yada yada yada. And this is our Eevee figure. I actually really like this. This looks pretty nice. So it has the brown rocky platform with some grass, and we see some rocks over here, some flowers, and a bigger rock in the background. And one thing I actually really like about this figure is that this depiction of Eevee is a lot closer to what you would see in like the anime and the game. So where it comes to, let's bring over the Pikachu. When it comes over to the Pikachu, most of the Pikachus were very like cartoony, like the Pikachu that you see in kind of like the artwork for like the world tournaments and stuff, like in the Pokemon Day Pikachu, the very rounded, easy, quick Pikachu, where I feel like these Eevees and these evolutions are actually going to be a lot more figured, a lot more detailed, and I think they're going to be just a higher quality, and it definitely shows that like over time, as the Pokemon Center and Funko get more comfortable with these different types of figures, they're going to get better. So what I like about these is that it's giving us figures, especially for like fans of Pokemon and collectors in the US. A lot of the figures that they do are either toys in the US, or they're figures that have to be imported, and they become super expensive for like people that want US figures. But that's just my opinion. So as we look at this Eevee, we can see that this one, we can tell by the tail. If you know anything about the Eevee gender differences that they introduced with Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee, this is a boy Eevee and this is a girl Eevee. So I wonder if these are theoretically going to be the same two Eevees that are constantly evolving and changing in the different figures. Are they going to both be on the next couple figures with the other evolutions? Are we going to have some figures with male Eevee? Are we going to have some figures with female Eevee? Honestly, don't know. But I do really like the detail of this. It is a great figure. And I did bring my little revolving table onto up here, but I don't think I'm going to use it because the zoom is getting a nice shot of the detail. And yeah, just overall, it looks great. Definitely, definitely a bigger platform than A Day with Pikachu figure. So as you can see, like this one's just like a easy circle. There are some figures of the Pikachu series that have bases this big, but I definitely think that all the Eevee figures are going to be this big, because if you look at that zoom in shot of the other figure silhouettes, there's a lot going on with them. So I definitely think that these are going to be something you keep an eye out for. I will post some B-roll if they are still available or if they're sold out. I don't know if they're sold out or not. It was one of those things where like I was unsure, so I was just like, well, I was like, I'll buy the first one, and if I don't want to keep going up with it, I'll just stop buying them. I probably won't, but let me know if you want me to keep buying these Eevee figures, just like I did with the Pikachu ones. I don't know if they're going to be as limited as the Pikachu ones. I feel like the Day with Pikachu figures after the summer figures, the last quarter of the figures were really easy to get, so maybe they might do a little bigger of a distribution for Eevee. Eevee is definitely has its own form of popularity and has its own crowd, so I definitely feel like these figures are going to sell and they're going to do pretty well. But let me know down in the comments below, which ones do you like better so far? Do you like the Pikachu figures or the Eevee figures? And what do you think they're gonna do next? We have A Day with Pikachu, an afternoon with Eevee and Friends. What do you think they're going to do a night of? A night of Mimikyu? That's my bet, but we won't find that out until next year. But anyways, this is Zach. Thanks for watching. If you're interested in the Pokeball tins in the background of this video, I recently did a video where I opened up those three tins, the Quick Ball, the Dive Ball, and the Ultra Ball. So if you want to check that out, I will have a link in the description. But anyways, I'm Zach. Thanks for watching, and I will see you guys in the next one.